Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, my kids. Last time, we explored how light travels. We concluded that light travels in a straight line. This fact, of course, helps a person who is driving a car at night. We have been learning a lot about how we can communicate using lots of different tools, especially some unexpected tools, like light and color. Today, we are going to explore another tool for communication. Let me ask you some questions. If you ride a bicycle, how can you tell people to move out of your way? How do people driving in cars communicate with other drivers on the road? What type of communication or the tool do you think we are talking about? Yes, exactly. It's the sound. The communication tool we talk about today is sound. You can hear many patterns of sound around you, like fire alarm, the police siren, the ambulance siren. Also, you can hear alarm clock, kitchen timer, car horns in traffic. You can hear also fire truck siren, phone ringing, and many other sounds. Just like light, we can use sound to communicate. As when we talk to other people or to inform important message with horns, alarms, or sirens as fire warnings or car moving in front of you. Sound is considered as non-verbal communicating method. Now, let's think about possible sound codes and messages you can make with an object around you. Open your book, page 219, to test different objects and to see what sounds they could make. For example, the ruler. Can we use the ruler to make a sound? Yes, of course. What about the book? Yes, also we can make a sound using book. We can also make a sound using a pen. What about the disk? The disk, we use it in computer. No, it cannot produce sound. What about the board? It cannot produce sound. The paper? No. What about the bag? No. When you clap your hands, of course, you make a sound. Also, when you knock the door, you can make a sound. We can try to create and send a message using sound. Sound pattern could help our blind friend Rana to know when she reaches a desk or place at a table. We can clap our hands 3 times quickly when she is close to a desk. Now, open your book, page 220, and let's choose 1 or 2 objects to create a message and create a sound pattern to communicate that message. The objects that we are using are our hands, clapping our hands 2 times. What is our message? What do we want to tell by clapping our hands 2 times? We want to tell our friends to stop moving. This is one example. Another example is to tell the teacher something. The last one is to have a permission to go to the toilet. Let me now tell you a short story about fire. Long time ago, fire department used horses and carts to bring water to a burning place. But there was a problem, which is how could they warn other cars on the road to get out of their ways. This was a communication problem. Today, fire trucks use a specific light and sound pattern to communicate. So, light and sound as technology could help us to overcome real-life problems. As fire is a life problem, we have to know that flashing lights and sirens on the fire trucks help to alarm people with fire. Sounds are communicated all over around us. For example, doorbell tells us that there is someone at the door. Cell phone tells us that there is someone is calling. Fire alarm tells us that there is a fire in a place. Ambulance siren tells us to leave a distance on the road to cross. Whistle tells us to start or stop in sport games. Alarm clock tells us the time to wake up. Today, we used our sense of hearing to explore different objects that create sounds. We also use the sound patterns to create messages. See you next lesson. Goodbye and thank you for listening.